All right, what's up, guys? What's up? I'm gonna wait until we get a good bit of people on here before I get into it. I grabbed my wife's phone so I could kind of read the chat. I'm gonna set this camera up. What's up, Wayne? We got on 14. I'm gonna let a few more people get on, and once we get enough people on here, I'm gonna start going over all the details. I think I've got everything finalized. What's up, Josh? KC Fishing, what's going on, buddy? Y'all been doing any fishing already? The bass here in Alabama, they're starting to move to bed, and they are feeding. I'm going to try to get back out this weekend and do some more fishing out in Guntersville, I hope. Ohio water is 43 degrees. That's crazy. What's up, Chris? Huntsville, Guntersville, heck yeah. I'm gonna be up your way, I hope, this coming weekend. 3 yesterday, biggest was 16 3/4. That's awesome, man. Hopefully this tournament is gonna be pretty cool. We got 22 people on. I'm gonna let a few more get on, and then we're gonna get into the details. Yeah, if you watch that video, I thought I caught a good one, that one that was like 17 1/4. And then immediately Chris catches that. He didn't have a hog trough on him, so he didn't get to measure it, but it was at least 22 inches. It was a good one. He caught her off bed. Just took out my Pescador 12 Pilot here in Central Florida. Awesome. How's the weather in Florida? I'm jealous. Tallahassee, Florida. I wish I was in Florida right now. I've been checking the weather down in Panama City Beach. If y'all seen that one overnight video I did out on Shell Island out in Florida last summer, I really want to go back. We went and the weather was horrible we slept in hammocks up under a tarp. If you've seen it, you've seen how bad the weather was, but like off camera, it was horrible. It thundered and lightning. We had huge storms rolling in the whole time. Alright, so I'm fixing to go ahead and start. I bought an Ascend 128T. Heck yeah, man, that was mine. Last year I just got rid of mine, but it was awesome. I didn't get rid of it because it sucked, I'll tell you that. 32 degrees and windy in Nebraska. Oh man, I'm sorry. I got her phone out here for a reason, so I won't have to keep walking up and shoving my nostrils in y'all's face trying to read the comments. What's up from Del Rio, Texas? What's going on, Carlos? Kentucky, 70s today, severe weather tonight and snow. Yeah, I think we got some storms coming in tonight. It might be what's sweeping across right now. I just missed some tornadoes a couple of weeks ago. I don't know if y'all heard about them, but you know, I live just like a rock's throw away from JSU College, and I'm kind of in between Highway 431 and the college, and a tornado hit 431. It picked up, went over my house, and then dropped back down on JSU. And when it dropped back down on the other side of my house, it was a F3, and we're talking 3 miles difference, and it completely went over my house. New Jersey, what's up, buddy? All right, well, I'm gonna pull out the stuff, and we're gonna go maybe Snow Friday. Damn, that sucks, dude. All right, so what's up in New York? Michael's in New York. We went up and seen the ball drop. I took my wife up there, I think year before last. We flew up and stayed for 5 days, and we've never been to New York, and we went to New York City. VA, heck yeah, I got a lot of family in Virginia, man. But we watched the ball drop in New York City, and it was awesome. I feel like the Ascend needs to make it faster. Yes, I think that's the reason I switched, was because my 128T wasn't fast enough. 82 degrees, wow. Yeah, I love the Ascend for the stability, and I tell you, it's way more stable than my Seaghost. standing up, I've got video of me standing up and walking back and forth of my 128T and fishing off the nose of it, you know, and I felt really comfortable in it. It was really stable, but for the speed difference, it's night and day. And you see, if you watch the video when we went to Shell Island, it was a group of me and like 12 other guys, and it was a 2.5 mile paddle out to the island, and then, you know, back, and then we paddled down to Panama City Beach one day, and we paddled for miles in the ocean, and I was always like the first one to leave, and I was the last one to get there because it's just such a barge. I mean, stability's great kayak, the storage is awesome, but the I don't know, the speed just, it killed me. Everybody was just, I mean, some of the guys were miles ahead of me. Tallapoosa Angler, if you've seen his channel, he's pretty good. He's out here in Georgia near me, and he's he had a Sea Ghost. How fast was it? Man, I didn't have a GPS on it, but it was slow. I mean, the ascent was really slow. But it's a great kayak. I mean, I'm not knocking it. I used it for a full year, and it was really awesome. But like Tallapoosa Angler Mike, he's got a Sea Ghost, and he was smoking me by like miles, you know, just by paddling in front of me. Shadowcaster is very stable. I missed that one. Let me see what this said. Shadowcaster is very stable, but like paddling a barge. Yeah, that's how the 128T is. It's like paddling a big barge. It's like trying to paddle a John boat around, but it's still awesome, man. I loved it. Ocean kayak, big game. Yeah, my dad's got one of those ocean kayaks. I think that was one of his first fishing kayaks was his ocean kayak, and it was really cool. All right, we've got, looks like about 30 people on. I'm gonna go ahead and go over the rules, and I'm gonna save this video so the people who don't get to watch it live and go back and forth with the questions. 11.5. That's a good kayak. I like that kayak. All right, so I'll get to the comments after this. Let me get over this real quick. The tournament, I've decided, we did the vote for Saturday and Sunday. It was going to be a weekend for this first one. Everybody, you know, 99% of the people voted Saturday. I'm sorry for the guys who can't make it on Saturday, but they voted for Sunday. Maybe a future tournament. It depends on how well this one goes. We'll do a Sunday tournament maybe, or something like that. But we're going to go with Saturday. It's going to be April the 28th. We're going to do it from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. So it's going to be in my time zone in Alabama. So if you're not in Alabama, you know, just figure out what the Central Time Zone is compared to yours, and we're going to go by that. 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. I'm going to post a code on our group, our Facebook group page. If you're not on it, it's Kayak USA Tournaments. Get on there. Make sure you're on there and you're subscribed to my YouTube channel. Meet the rules. I've got the rules posted. You know, you the guys, the rest of y'all know the rules are posted they're pinned at the top of the page. I'm going to post a code at 7 o'clock in the morning, the day of the tournament, and under that is where you guys are going to comment your pictures, and it's going to be the picture of your bass. But we're going to do this a little bit different. I'm only going to turn on commenting on that post between 2 o'clock and 3 o'clock. And I know I said in previous videos that we were going to, as you were catching them, you know, to keep up with the times and stuff. But I think it's going to be a lot easier for the guys that, or there's a lot of guys that's contacted me and emailed me and said that where they're wanting to go, they're not going to have great cell service. So I figured if they can go somewhere and fish and they can take their pictures of their bass on their hog trough, you know, that we'll go over how we're going to do that in just a second. But from 2 to 3 is when I'm going to open up commenting on that post. I only want you to post one picture, and it's going to be of your biggest bass caught. So if it's 12 o'clock and you still plan on fishing for 3 hours, you know, at 2 o'clock, don't upload that picture. If you're still going to fish, you know, for the rest of that last hour, wait and, you know, closer to 3 o'clock and go ahead and post it on there. Make sure it's a good picture and it's visible. The reason I'm saying just one picture is because you don't want to catch one and then, you know, you post a 16-incher and then you catch one that's 18 inches and then you got to post another picture. It's just going to make it more confusing for everybody on you know, the pictures. So from 2 o'clock to 3 o'clock, I'm going to open it up. You post a picture of your biggest bass on the hog trough, and that's the one we're going to go by. It's going to be, and it's not going to be posted on the actual page itself. I want all of our pictures from our bass that we catch posted in the comment section under the code that I post. So I'm going to post the code that morning. That code is what's going to be in your photos of your, you know, of your bass on your hog trough or what you're using, and that is going to go in the comment section under that code I post. Okay. A lot of people ask me, does it have to be a hog trough? Does it, you know, I've got something different. here's what we're gonna go with. It doesn't have to be a hog trough. It doesn't have to be the name brand of hog trough. This is what I got. And I know the sun is horrible out here, but this is just from ACK. I think this thing is like 10 or 12 bucks. It's plastic. I mean, it's cheap. You can break it, so be careful. I know a lot of guys that snap theirs in half by putting too much pressure on it, loading it in and out of stuff. Here's what this is what I want to go by. Okay. You want a good hog trough. You want something that you can measure with, and there are golden rules out there. Bass season doesn't open here until I'll get to the comments in just a minute. If I get into reading them right now, I'm gonna get all sidetracked. So it doesn't have to be a name brand hog trough. And I had a couple of guys, they use golden rules from Walmart. I know Walmart sells that aluminum golden rule. I mean, I think they're even higher than these. If you can get these online, you can buy these cheaper plastic hog troughs online for 10 to 12 bucks, free shipping. You know, get on ACK, order you one, go ahead and have it in by the time the tournament gets here. But what I am going to say is the golden rule, yes, as long as there's a wall at the end. If there's a wall, and it's an official rule for fishing, you can shut the bass mouth and touch it to the tip of that wall. In the picture, it has to show that the bass's mouth is closed and it's against the wall of this, and we can firmly read the measurement. Now these are going to come, I'm going to show you up close. If you order this cheap one like I use, it's going to come, and the inches and the long black lines are going to be marked. They're going to be in black. When you get yours in, a lot of these cheaper ones, these middle hashes, your 1/4 inch, your 1/2 inch, your 3/4 inch, they're not going to be colored in black. You're going to want to take a Sharpie and go ahead and color. That's what I did. I went in with a Sharpie and I colored in all of mine so that you can firmly see when you're taking that picture, you can look down at and clearly see in the photo that it's a 1/2 inch or it's a 1/4 inch, you know, exactly to the 1/2 inch mark or 1/4 inch mark of what it's going to be on here. I suggest you do that, and that's what we're going to go by. We're not going to be using in this tournament. I'm not going to accept any any tape measures, any stickers that are tape measures on your boat. I mean, it's got to be. We're going to go with a hog trough, or knockoff hog trough, whatever you want to call this thing. This is what we're going to go with. I don't care if it's aluminum, wood, plastic, or whatever. As long as it's officially made for measuring bass, that's what we're going to go with. Most of you guys, 90% of you guys that are watching this or are going to be fishing this, you've done this before. I'm just really going over this for the guys that's never done it. I've had a lot of guys contact me. This is their first tournament they've ever done, their first kayak they've ever done. They're just wanting to get into it. And since it's a free tournament, it's really cool, but I just want to make sure I go over all the rules with you guys. All right, that's out of the way. Like I said, the mouth of the bass must be closed and touching the end of the wall. KBF every day in the mission. See, yeah, there's guys like that. He's always fishing KBF tournaments. That's really cool. I mean, I haven't got to fish a KBF tournament since KBF started years ago. I'm not even a member anymore, but I'm fixing to get back into that very soon. Mouth must be closed and touching the end of the wall. A lot of tournaments don't do that. They'll let you have the mouth open or whatever. The mouth closed, touching the wall. If you watch my last video that I just posted, that's that one that I measured that was 17 1/4. I hold it up. That if I took a picture of that wouldn't have passed this tournament, because if you look, my thumb, I was kind of holding it the wrong way when I held the bass up, and my thumb was over his face, over his mouth in the corner of the hog trough, and you couldn't clearly see that his mouth was shut and touching it. And that's one of the things we're going to have to go by. This, I'm not going to get extremely technical with this, but I want it to be fair all the way across the board. I don't want, I'm going to look at each picture and we're going to go by it, and I'm going to upload the pictures, when I go live to give out the prizes and stuff. Don't block the mouth. The code that I give, I don't want it printed out. I don't want anything that can be photoshopped. I'm just going to go ahead and put that out there. The code that I post on Facebook, best bet, I want it handwritten. So if you got a identifier guard that slides over your hog trough like a lot of these KBF fishers do, that's cool. Handwrite it in writing, legible, and so you can read it in the picture and put it in there. Most of mine I handwrite in Sharpie across the back of my hand. So I'm holding the bass down. You can see the code written across the back of my hand. It's legible. You can tell that it's not photoshopped or nothing like that, and you can read it clearly in the picture. That's very cool with me if you just want to write it on the back of your hand, but also if you've got the identifier thing that slides on your hog trough, that's cool too. write it on a white sheet of paper or whatever, slide it in that identifier. Just make sure that it's legible and it's handwritten. It's nothing that is printed out. Be sure to color in the hash marks on your hog trough. I went over that. Okay, under the comments, there's a lot of you guys are going to be posting the pictures of the bass from 2 to 4, and you're going to see some guys on there posting these pictures of probably some pretty big bass, because I've been talking to a lot of guys. They're like, man, I know where I can go catch, you know, a 7-8 pounder. Let's not booger up that section until the tournament's over with saying, man, that's a nice bass, what'd you catch it on? You know, a lot of people want to do that under those pictures. Let's leave those pictures alone until after it's all over. Then I'm going to open it up and y'all can talk about your fish, talk about where you caught it, how you caught it, whatever you want to do. But until the tournament's over, let's keep those pictures clean. That way there's not notifications going off on everybody's phone every 5 seconds saying, man, that's a nice fish, what'd you catch it on? You know, stuff like that. Let's just take the picture, put it on there. You see it, you know, you can hit the like if you want to, but I mean, I'd say we still wait and let's just get all the pictures on there. One picture per person is posted on there. Allowed to fish as long as lip shows touching bump, identifier is visible. Are fish grips allowed to be in the picture? I don't understand what you mean by fish grips. I know you're talking about what you use to get it out of the water with and hold it. Are you not wanting to touch the fish on the explain that a little bit more and I might be alright with it. You must be, I mean, this is a no-brainer. You must be clearly sitting in your kayak on the water. If you take the picture and you're on the bank or you're sitting in the front of a bass boat and you've got it on a hog trough, you're completely out of the tournament. I'm not going to accept any pictures like that. Picture must show you sitting in your kayak in the water. Let's keep this as fair as possible. I still feel like I'm recording myself right now. I can edit stuff out later, but I'm not. I'm really live, so I'm trying to watch exactly how I word all this. You must be sitting. Nobody's going to cheat in this. I mean, it's a free tournament. Let's keep it so, you know, everything's fair. You're sitting in a kayak, you catch the fish out of the kayak. Let's keep it just like that. Sorry, never mind. Lip must be closed. Yeah, lip must be closed and touching the wall. Yeah, that's why I was confused on that. You must fish it in a kayak. Don't cover the eye of the bass. Okay, another big thing is a lot of guys are doing, and I know this is stupid. I'm going to go over these little stupid rules. The eye must be visible of the fish. So when you're holding that fish on there and you got your identifier on the back of your hand or wherever you're doing it and the lip's closed and you're taking your picture, I know it's a lot of things, especially for these new guys who's never done it. It's a lot of things to think about as you're doing it, but make sure the eyeball of the fish is visible. And the only reason I'm saying this is because there's been a lot of guys in tournaments, and it's happened in KBF before too, where these guys, you know, there's a big bass boat tournament that goes on and they release these huge bass out at the boat ramps, and some of them don't make it and they die, and then these guys pick these dead fish up out of the water, they throw them on a hog trough, they take a picture. These dead fish have been dead for hours, the eyeballs are white or pecked out or whatever, but they'll cover it up and they try to get by with it. So the eyeball of the bass must be visible on the hog trough. Okay, well, no pictures after 3 p.m. of course. 3 p.m. is, I'm cutting it off. If somehow you're able to squeeze one in and it's after 3 o'clock, it's not going to be counted. I'm going to try my best to be able to turn the post off at 3 o'clock. But if I don't and I'm not able to get the commenting off and you post pictures after 3 o'clock, it's not going to be counted for the tournament. Okay, in the event of a tie, let's say 3 or 4 of you guys, you know, all have 20-inch bass. Every one of you got the same exact measurement. I can't really defer. Now, if it gets close and I can put these pictures up on you know, I can show you guys, you know, who clearly won out of 2 that are very close. I'm going to do that. But if I've got a couple of pictures that are really, really close, I'm going to keep those names. We're going to put them in a hat, and I'm going to go live, and we're just going to draw for the winners. I'm going to be doing 3 places: 1st, 2nd, and 3rd place. I haven't decided exactly what the prizes will be from the stuff that I've got, and the only reason I haven't decided yet is I've had a few more people contact me and they're wanting to send me stuff. Some of the guys that are actually fishing in this tournament contacted me and they said, hey, I own this business or I own this Facebook group, we got some cool decals, t-shirts and stuff like that. Can I send them to you to give out as prizes? And I was like, yeah, just send them to me. So I haven't got all that yet. Once I get that, I'm going to take photos of first, second, and third, and I'm going to put them on our Facebook group page, and y'all can check it out, and that's what I'm going to go with that. In the event of a tie, let's see, I went over that. We will have 3 places if a picture isn't readable. Okay, again, I put on here, if the picture is not readable and I can't clearly see the code, pictures are, and I can't tell the exact length of the bass, I'm not going to be able to count the picture. And these are just basic rules for every kayak bass tournament. I'm going to have to watch later my services. That's cool. I'm going to keep it up until the tournament so you guys can get back on here and watch, and the other guys can hop on here and join. Again, please don't comment on anybody's pictures of the bass. You know, when we catch the pictures of the bass, and I may go live again. You know, we got a few weeks. I may go live again and try to reiterate these, or I'm going to post the rules up on our Facebook group page so you can go over them. Let's have fun. Be fair. Don't cheat. Nobody likes to cheat. Nobody likes, especially get caught cheating. If you get caught cheating, especially on YouTube, I mean, I'm not a huge YouTuber, but I'm gonna tell you right now, if you get caught cheating in a free tournament when a bunch of guys are just trying to have fun, they're all gonna know who you are, and your name is gonna be all over the internet. So let's just keep it fun. I'm gonna make sure that it is completely fair on my part. I'm gonna do everything I can because I want to build this up. I'd love to do a couple of these every bass season, and you know, have the same guys in them, and I think it'd be a really fun thing to do. And as long as I can get more people involved and we get more businesses involved, I can get more free stuff, and we can keep these free and fun. Let's see. I'm gonna be posting the first, second, third prize packs after I get everything together, once everything comes in, and I'll do that on our Facebook group. I'm gonna leave this video up until the tournament, like a couple of days before the tournament. I'll take it down, or I'll just take it off live so we can view it. And I'm also gonna link this video in the group when we're done. After I'm done going live, I'm gonna link it in the group. So once you get service, like he said he didn't have service, you know, you can just go back and go to our group and click the link, and you can watch it again there. Okay, be safe on the water. I wrote this down, and I guess I need to put it out there. This is just a fun fishing tournament. I'm not liable. Kayak USA is not liable if you fish in this tournament and you go out and you get hurt, or you flip your kayak, or you own somebody else's property and get shot at, and it's a big ordeal. All right, I'm not liable. This is just a fun, free tournament. All right. What's going on in Texas? Okay, and I added something to the bottom of this, and I think it's gonna be pretty cool. For all you guys that are like me and you got cameras on you when you're fishing, or you're kayaking, or you're having fun, I think it would be really cool if those of you who have GoPros and stuff like that, bring them with you on this fishing tournament. And I want you to record yourself catching a lot of these. If you can get some good footage of yourself catching bass, especially you that you've done this before, you videoed yourself before, like Tallapoosa, you film yourself a lot. Take your cameras with you, film it, and I'd like to get some footage from you after this is all said and done, and after it's over and I've announced the winners and stuff like that. I would like to put a video together of you guys, you sending me to it, and especially like my first, second, and third place winners, and some of you guys that tie into some big bass, video yourself doing this. Send after everything's over. I'll figure out a way so you guys can send me your clips of you catching your bass in your kayaks. I'll edit all this together, and I'll make us a really cool video of our first tournament of each of you catching your bass and what you were throwing and how you did it, and just the excitement. I think it'd be really cool to see. Even pictures, like if you got some more pictures of you holding like the winning bass or whatever. I think it would be kind of neat. If you got any more questions about it, just comment on this video. Like I said, I'm going to save this video on my page, on my YouTube account, so you can come and check it out later on. Y'all just keep coming to it, comment on there. I'm going to try to keep up with all you guys' comments and all you guys' questions. These rules are kind of set in stone now. I put them out there. I'm not going to change any rules to this tournament. It's going to be Saturday, April the 28th from 7 to 3, 7 a.m. that morning. I'm going to post the code. That code has to be in your pictures. Yeah, Michael said good luck to everybody, man. Good luck. I think it's going to be really cool. I'm going to keep up with, there's not going to be any changes because even if the weather's bad here in Alabama, I've got a lot of guys from California, Texas, Kansas. All you guys are fishing in this tournament. I think that it would be really neat for everybody to stay in this tournament, get together. So if the weather gets bad here in Alabama, I'm not going to be fishing it anyway. I am going to go fish it, but it's just going to be for the fun. I'm not going to be eligible, of course, but you guys are all eligible. So let's keep it fun. Let's keep it safe. If y'all got some questions, I'll take them right now for a little bit. I don't want to keep y'all on here too long. Let's see. I'm gonna have to watch later. My service. Hello from Cal, Texas. Hunters in Texas. My dog is trying his best. He's been tapping on that window. I don't know if y'all can see her. She's been tapping on that window trying to get out. Come on. I kept hearing tapping. I thought it was my wife trying to rush me, but it was my puppy. All right, so there's no questions. Anybody got any questions that's on here right now? If not, I'm just gonna end it, leave it at this, and I'm gonna go get this thing uploaded on my page. Yes, Thomas, it's on the 28th of April. That is Saturday. If you cut off at 3 in Alabama, what about us guys in San Diego? Whatever it is in San Diego, if it's 3 p.m. Central Standard Time, whatever that time is where you live is when it ends. So just remember that. This tournament is from 7 to 3, and it's Central Standard Time. All right, see you later, Chris. Yeah. I don't know what the time difference is in San Diego. It might be the same. It might just be a cruel joke you're pulling on me right now, but but all right, I'm gonna leave it at that. If y'all got any more questions, I'm gonna put this link in our Kayak USA. Godspeed, Chris. I'm gonna put a link to this video, and if you want to comment on this video on YouTube, or if you want to comment on the link that I'm gonna put in our Kayak USA Tournament Facebook page or group, you can ask me questions on either one. I'll get to them as they're coming in, and I'll try to answer them. The rules I will be posting along with the link, so they'll all be right there in writing. So if you don't want to come back and watch me talk about the video, talk on the video, you can just read the rules and go from there. And I guess that's it. We're gonna cut it off there. I hope we have fun. Everybody be safe. Make sure you remember your life jackets. Make sure you're safe on the water. No problem, Wayne, man. I hope everybody has a really good, fun time, and I'm excited to be giving out some of these prizes that are coming. I got some really cool stuff. See you later. Hope I can get off for the 28th. Yeah, try your best to get off for the 28th. I've actually got I talked to my lead man about it this morning at work, and you know, sometimes I have to work Saturdays, and I told him that Saturday I don't want to be there. Yeah, it's gonna be fun, man. I think it's gonna be really cool as long as everybody, you know, just plays really fair. I think everybody's gonna have a really good time. And the people that's contacted me about some of this stuff that I'm going to be adding to the prizes, they sent me pictures of what they got, and some really cool shirts and decals and stuff, and I want to keep some for myself, but I'm not. I'm going to give them out to you guys, I promise. All right, but I'm going to end it right there. I'll see you guys soon. If you got any questions, make sure you comment on the link on the Facebook or on this video on my YouTube page. Y'all have a good one. Tight lines. Let me see how I end this thing now.